Good morning, everyone. My name is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services, and I'm welcoming you to the February 17th edition of Coffee Chat. Sit back, relax, enjoy that sticky bun, some fruit, and fresh coffee, and stay tuned for more info. I'll be back at the end to wrap it all up.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Calling all of my golf friends. As you know, the TPC Sawgrass is approaching. It will be the second week in March. So Cypress this year has 2 days that we are going. So on Tuesday, March the 7th, we have 15 tickets. Tuesday is also Veterans Day out at the TPC. So if you are a veteran and want to attend, please give me a call for the Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, I will have 14 tickets for our day on the green with the greens. So you'll be escorted by myself and Dave Green for the day, and that is Wednesday, March the 8th. Both of these dates are going to be first come, first serve. So please give me a call directly at 807-6176. I will take all of the RSVPs in the order with which they are received, and then I will also have a wait list. As we always know, things might come up between now and then. As always, it'll be 2 very fun-filled days out at the TPC. We'll do our typical breakfast here at Cypress Village, and then we'll load the buses and head out straight to the course. So again, give me a call for Tuesday, March the 7th, and then Wednesday, March the 8th. Thank you all, and I'll look forward to 2 fun-filled days.
Good morning, villagers. Lisa Drew, your Community Life Services Director, coming to you from Ty's office on Friday, February 17th. Today, we have the electronic recycling truck going to be in the main parking lot from 10 to 12. Hold on, I gotta just double check that. 10 to 12 in the parking lot. If you're not sure what they take, come by the CLS office. We have a list of what they do and don't take. There are some things that they will accept at their facility that they won't accept at the truck, such as large screen TVs and some other large monitors. But if you have old laptops, phones, whatever, smaller electronic devices and you want to get rid of them, bring them down to the parking lot at 10 o'clock, from 10 to 12. And also, speaking of today, it is the third Friday, which is the new day for the activities planning meeting. So we will be meeting in the Sales and Marketing Conference Room at 1 o'clock. If you have some ideas for things that you would like to see in the coming months, not this month or next month, because those months are already planned, come down. We'd love to hear your ideas. And of course, you're always welcome to come by the office or send us an email or call me on the phone and leave a message. Better not to stop me in the hall, though, because I may not remember. So let's move forward a little bit. I have a couple of reminders. I want to tell you about the Low Vision Support Group, which is next Thursday, the 23rd. It's always the 4th Thursday of the month. They have a new location, same day, 4th Thursday, same time, 10:30 a.m., but they will be meeting in the IBIS room. So if you have not tried that group, if you want to try it, if you do, attend. They will be in the IBIS room. Also, I've been asked to remind you about Mahjong Madness next Saturday, the 25th. If you want to get in the Mahjong tournament, call Judy Emmett at the number below and sign up. You have to register to be able to be part of the tournament. Also tonight, our mystery guest is Rod Matthews. He hasn't been here in a while and you've asked for him to come back. So he's coming back tonight, 7 o'clock in Egret Hall. You probably got my email or you saw Lisa Green's segment earlier about the Veterans Day at the TPC, which is next Tuesday. If you are a veteran and you would like to go, call Lisa Green at the number below and sign up. It's first come, first serve, and there are 15 tickets. So if you want to go, I hope you get on. So again, next week we've got Out to Lunch M Brothers. A lot of you have asked for that, so we're going there Monday at 11:30. On the 21st, that's Mardi Gras, that's Fat Tuesday. We're having our Mardi Gras party from 5 to 7 in Loon's Nest in Egret Hall. And that's going to be Cajun food, king cake, and fun music and dancing. And then dinner bunch, Ember and Iron, next Friday the 23rd. We are going to be going back to our monthly birthday bash, which will be the last Friday, the fourth Friday of every month. It's the 24th this month, next Friday. And next Friday evening is going to be Robbie Trice playing 7 o'clock in Egret Hall. If you have signed up for an event and you get a reminder call, please take a moment to listen to that call. If there are any changes in time or location or any other changes, that's where you're going to hear it. So do us a favor, do yourself a favor, listen to your messages so you get all the information that you need to have a fun-filled day. Have a great weekend. See you around campus.
Hi, Cypress Village. I'm Lindsay. You know me from the dining room. And then we have Austin that I think every one of you has met at some point. And if you haven't, you are missing a truly perfect person. Austin has something very special going on tomorrow that he would like to tell you about.
Yes. Tomorrow I am in the Special Olympics state tournament for basketball. And it is a huge deal where we go down to Wesley Chapel, Florida. And we are playing against a team that's from Santa Rosa. And they're called the Stingrays. And the next day is Saturday at 11. We are playing another team, but I forgot their name. So please root for the Unicorns. Love you guys.
Go Austin. I learned something about Austin today. He is a madman on the court. I cannot wait to hear the stats. The stats I heard today were off the chain. Go Austin.
Go Austin.
Go Austin.
Go
I need
Austin.
at least 15 points.
17 points.
I need 15.
We
I got money on you.
got money on you, Austin.
Hello, everybody. It's Hector Gonzalez coming to you from Cypress Village, Ty Morgan's office. Just wanted to continue with some updates. Chef Ben, we talked about in community meeting, Chef Ben has officially resigned. His last day was today, this being Thursday. Our new executive chef, David Trevolino, will be reporting to work tomorrow morning bright and early at 9 a.m. We're going to kind of introduce him to the team and kind of get his feet wet a little bit. David comes to us with, probably close to 40 years as an executive chef, 35 anyway. Previous, he was at TPC Potomac, which is one of our, which was one of the TPC Network's private clubs. He comes through private club. Prior to that, he was in hotels. Pretty extensive background. As an executive chef goes, very, very locked down from the culinary standpoint, understands food, loves food, is a great culinarian. I had the pleasure of working with him for tournament support when I was at TPC Sawgrass. So every year he would come down to help support the tournament. We'd work together for 7 to 10 days. So I've known him for over 20 years. So the relationship's good there. The chemistry's good there, which is important in our department, having kind of that kind of synergy. I know for a fact he's an excellent culinarian, so we can count on that and really look forward to some of the slow. We always do things in a systematic and calculated way. So we're going to work our way through and get David oriented, because as my transition was, he's coming from private club hotel, not necessarily retirement communities. So there is a little bit of a difference. So that's what we'll be working on the next few weeks, transitioning David in, getting him comfortable. The team's in a good spot. I had one-on-ones with everybody today in the culinary area. Sad that Chef's leaving. We're wishing him the best, but also they're looking forward to some of the new items, new things that they're going to see with the new chef. There's always a lot of excitement surrounding change in chef, and there's a little sadness too because you're losing a leader. Chef Ben, is actively searching for employment. He certainly is going to find himself in a great place. So we wish him well. The only other update I have is changes on Loon's Nest menu after all of the feedback. We're actually going to drop those in on the 25th because I would have dropped them in on Monday for one-day changes. I don't want to do it just for one day. So it'll give us a little bit more time to format those menus, get them in place. So we'll start those on the 25th. So the good news is hot dogs back, grilled cheese is back. I heard a lot about hot dogs and grilled cheese, but they'll be back on the 25th. That's all I have. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend. Bye.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's me, Susan McLean, Director of Resident Services and your Healthcare Navigator. I am here just to give you a few updates on what's going on in my area. So, as always, on Mondays and Wednesdays, we have Guardian Pharmacy in the Wellness Center from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. So if you have any questions, hop on down and talk to Elena or Jasmine. They'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions. And for the med delivery cycle this week, it is Tower B Bravo. So if you're Tower B, come on down and get your medications on Wednesday. So I have reached out to many people over the last week rolling out this new Caregiver Emergency Action Plan. And you say, what is that? What this is if you are caring for your spouse or a loved one, if you're the caregiver for them due to a medical condition, what would happen if for any reason you all of a sudden had to go to the ER yourself? Who would be there to take care of your loved one? And so this is what I'm doing. I'm helping you get that emergency plan in place. You need to have someone, at least 2 people, who can respond within a couple of hours of the emergency. We always have innovative home services that you can have as an emergency contact, or if you have family in town, that can be a contact as well. But it's always good to have contact number 1 and contact number 2, just in case. But if you find that you are in this situation, please reach out to me so I can get the paperwork filled out. And there's a few questions that I need to ask you as far as how to care for your loved one, what are their likes, what are their dislikes, to make sure that we are meeting their needs appropriately. And what I do with this information is I pass it off to security so that they have it in that time of emergency on who to contact. So if you are in this situation and I haven't reached out to you yet, please give me a call and we will set up a day and a time where we can get this plan in place. And you'll see my number on the screen there, 807-6118. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you're doing well and have a wonderful weekend. See you later.
Good morning, everybody. A couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, some landscaping updates. Tree Amigos is on their way down William Davis and on Middleton Park West. If you requested a winter cut and have not gotten mulch yet, you will get it right before the mulch goes down. We have a crew going through first, right before the mulch goes down, which is a great plan. Next off, the pressure washing is on Middleton Park West and Myrika. I've had a lot of compliments about that going forward. If you have any issues, give CJ a call. Just so you know, another landscaping update, March 13th should be the date that we go back to every week mowing. So Tree Amigos is really doing a good job of getting the place cleaned up and working out the kinks before they got to go back to every week mowing, and these special projects can't happen as fast as they normally do. March 27th, We're going to be resurfacing the parking lot, A parking lot, and the one behind healthcare that the employees park in. There'll be some parking calamities that week, for lack of a better word, or challenges. So we're working with Laurel and Marcus, try to figure out the best way for everybody, and there'll be more communication in the next month going forward. That AL memory care refresh is in progress, going well. Just got an email yesterday saying that the carpet will be in middle April. So it's a little bit further back than we expected, but the furniture has also been delayed a little bit as well. So we're trying to keep that together. The croquet and putting green, the Tree Amigos has pulled the Poa weed from the putting green and cut down the croquet court to make it playable. The plan going forward is close to the May 1st. We're going to take up both surfaces and put down new dirt, sand, soil, everything we need to make sure that we have a strong putting green and croquet court going forward, with a guarantee from the chemical company that they'll have a weed barrier and it should be nice for years to come. That's going to take about 2 months time frame. Working with the activities and maintenance department, they're trying to find alternate places to play in that 2 months, and there'll be more coming out going forward. That's all I got. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Candace here from the business office. Just 2 quick updates for you regarding the homestead exemption and the medical deduction letters coming out of our office here this month. For the homestead exemptions, we have a total of 371 eligible residents this year at Cypress Village, of which we've only received 189 homestead exemption forms. So a reminder to all of you that are here under a Chapter 651 contract to go ahead and get those turned into our office as soon as possible. The deadline for those is Monday, February 20th, so please be sure to get those turned in as soon as possible. Again, if you have questions about your eligibility or how to complete the form itself, go ahead and email my office at billing@cypressvillageretirement.com. As for the medical deduction letters, we again have sent out everything to the third-party CPA firm and are just awaiting those final letters. So as soon as we receive them, we will get them distributed to the in-house boxes and the mail tubes for the villa residents that are eligible to receive those. I thank you all and happy Friday.
I'm back. So good to see you all today. I hope we have a huge turnout at Coffee Chat this morning, eating up all those sticky buns that our culinary team has been working to prepare, slaving over the hot ovens all morning. But it's so good to see everyone, and I hope we've had a lot of good informative info and updates for you all. So a lot of things that I'm going to touch on today. There's not quite as good of a flow as I would like. However, we've got a lot of good info. So for starters, I mentioned some of this at community meeting. So for those of you who heard it, you're hearing it again. And for starters, the doors. We're working on securing 2 doors that have notoriously been unlocked for resident use, and one of them that we affectionately call the doggy door. That door is, we're going to add an access reader to it so that fobs will be required to enter through that doggy door. The doggy door is located by the dining offices in the A tower, just around the corner from the A tower elevators. The second door that we're working on securing is over by the bird lobby, in between the B and C towers there, or I'm sorry, the B tower there. And that's the recycling door. A lot of residents use that for to enter and exit for recycling. So like I said, we're adding access card readers there so that the entire first floor at that point will then be secured. It's been rather enlightening to see all of the various visitors and some other folks who have been using those doors since they've been inaccessible. They keep locking on the inside while we're waiting on that equipment to arrive. So I just want to give a friendly reminder to everyone that all visitors should be coming through the main entryway there in the main lobby. So moving forward, when the access reader is installed, like I said, we're just waiting on the parts to arrive. Everyone will need to come through that main lobby, or you're going to need to escort your visitor. Marcus and I are going to be working on a formal policy regarding the main lobby entry after hours. So we'll send that out once we have input from the Residents Advisory Council, as well as Marcus with his security and law enforcement background, once we have a chance to work out all the kinks there. So historically, the main lobby sliding glass doors have been on a timer that's located inside the concierge area there, and it's on like a dial, but it's very antiquated. So anytime the power would go out, we would have a power surge, even daylight savings time, that would always affect the timer so that the doors could potentially be off the intended schedule that we have. Moving forward, while we're working on the door securing those entry points, our Stanley technician has also made it possible for security to program the sliding glass doors on a computer versus this antiquated dial. And moving forward, it will lock prior to 7 a.m. and following 8 p.m. So then moving forward, like I said, we'll have to determine the policy for any after hours guests. We'll try and keep everyone's situations in mind. We know that some folks are expecting caregivers through the night, but we'll still need them to follow a protocol so that we know exactly who's in the building. And I don't want to alarm anyone. I don't want everybody to think, oh, why are we suddenly focusing so hard on this? Did something happen? No, nothing has happened, but it's just my goal to make sure we prevent anything from happening. We're starting to have more development outside of the community. As you've seen over the past few years, just in the last 3 years, there have been a lot of movement. And I just want to make sure with us becoming a little bit more accessible to these areas that we have all the security protocols in place that we possibly could, just to keep you all safe. On a much lighter note, the car wash and car detailer will be back on site for residents this coming Monday on the 20th. And if you're interested in a service, please see the concierge desk. Feel free to call, email, or stop by in person to sign up. They also have the prices and packages available. Also on the 20th, I'm hosting an app class in conjunction with the Computer Club. Sarah Jane Kapersky invited me to come and speak. So we'll be going over the current Cypress Village app, how to access it, what resources are available, and then we'll do some Q&A at the end to see if anybody has any specific questions. As I mentioned last week, we're still looking for folks to interview if you have a story to tell. I'm going to be interviewing a few folks later today who have reached out and expressed their interest, but I would love to hear more. So if you have a story that you would like to share, feel comfortable being in front of a camera and me, please reach out. You can call or email me directly and we can set up an appointment time that'll work for you. Or if you have a friend that you would like to invite for this opportunity, shoot me their name as well and I'll follow up with them to see if they'd be interested. As Dave mentioned earlier, we are going to have a massive parking project occur in the A Tower parking lot. We're going to do a full resurfacing and they want to do it all in one go. So that means all of the residents who are currently parking in the orange lot, as well as the employees who park behind the healthcare center, we will have to relocate all of those vehicles. Dave and I are working on a plan for that, but that plan is going to be a little like Tetris, trying to squeeze everybody in. So I highly recommend that the week of March 27th through the 30th, that if you were thinking about having a special event up at the towers where you were going to be inviting 20 of your closest friends for a birthday party or something like that, that you perhaps consider another time to do that, just because I already know parking is going to be very tight that week. So while you're planning March activities, it's the end of March 27th through the 30th, just keep in mind that we're going to try and use the parking that we have available, and then we might need to be creative about some additional parking, but that would help out, and that would also take stress off of you all if you had a special event where you're inviting outside guests. So that week, let's try and just keep it local traffic. And the last update I have is just if you missed community meeting this Tuesday, it was a great meeting full of lots of information. Katie will be sending out a link to our YouTube channel for that specific recording with the coffee chat recording. So you'll see both coffee chat and the community meeting link there. And then the newsletter for the administrative newsletter for February will be published and distributed by Sunday of this weekend. So just be on the lookout for that. We'll have a lot more, a lot of updates from community meeting with some new stuff as well. The formal parking policy, that's one thing I wanted to mention. I talked about it at community meeting. That formal parking policy, what security will follow, what will be added to the guide once we do the brand new revision of the guide, that will also be in the newsletter. So you can see that. Make sure you let your family members know. If you have any folks that come to work for you, make sure they're aware that they need to be registering their vehicle if they're here on a regular, consistent basis. All the details will be in there, and feel free to share it with them. And that's it for my announcements, and on to our favorite part, birthdays. We've got one birthday girl today. Her name is Gail Sittig. Happy birthday, Miss Gail. Tomorrow we have Alan Stegmeyer, Bonnie Clutterbuck, a new resident, Adelva Sawyer. Happy birthday, you three. On the 19th, we have Shirley Doris and John O'Connell. The 20th, Jane Cochin, Barbara Bates, and Ellie Schreier. Happy birthday. On the 22nd, we have Joanne Carroll. The 24th, my favorite Buckeye and yours, Chuck Adams, as well as Robin Webster. And that's all that we'll do for the coming week. I wish you all a happy birthday, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you around the village. Do a little check, check.
Mic check.
You're there. Where in the world is Ty Morgan? Where in the world is Ty Morgan? Is he local? Is he Ocala? Is he high school shopping? Yeah, for the twins. Yeah, for the twins. Where they gonna go? I don't know.
Me. What are some things you would do to warm up your voice, Laurel?
I would do a lot of yeah, because person. No. Then fast stuff.
Oh, yeah. What's the one from Magic Flute? If you